No alarms went off, no warnings appeared, no one announced it. Yet something strange has been happening to humanity. People wake up tired, scroll without purpose, work without presence, and sleep without rest. Days pass, but nothing feels remembered. Modern life didn't turn humans into zombies overnight. It did it quietly, patiently, one habit at a time. At first, it felt like convenience, faster technology, easier communication, endless entertainment. But convenience slowly replaced awareness. Silence was filled with screens. Boredom was erased with noise. Thinking became optional. You don't notice the change because everyone around you is changing too. People still walk, talk, laugh, and work, but something is missing behind their eyes. Attention is fractured. Emotions are dulled. Conversations are shallow. Life is lived on autopilot. This isn't science fiction. This isn't exaggeration. This is a pattern playing out across the world. Modern life doesn't need control or force. It simply keeps you busy enough to forget yourself. And once humans stop paying attention to their own inner state, they don't need chains. They become obedient, predictable, and endlessly distracted. That's how the transformation begins. Quietly, comfortably, invisibly. Modern life is built around constant stimulation. Notifications interrupt thoughts. Feeds refresh endlessly. Entertainment never ends. At first, distraction feels harmless, even enjoyable. But over time, it trains the brain to avoid stillness. Silence becomes uncomfortable. Being alone with thoughts feels unbearable. So people reach for their phones, not because they want to, but because they've been conditioned to. This is where zombie-like behavior begins. Not through ignorance, but through overload. When the mind is constantly occupied, it stops questioning. It stops reflecting. It stops resisting. Decisions become reactions. Opinions become recycled phrases. Emotions become shallow bursts that fade instantly. People laugh, argue, and care on schedule whenever the screen tells them to. Modern life rewards speed, not depth. It punishes pause. Those who slow down fall behind. Those who disconnect feel anxious. So people stay connected, even when it drains them. Over time, attention weakens. Memory fades. Presence disappears. Humans remain physically active, but mentally absent. And the most dangerous part? This state feels normal. When distraction becomes the default, awareness feels strange. That's how a distracted society mistakes numbness for peace and noise for meaning. Modern life doesn't demand awareness, it offers comfort instead. Food arrives instantly, entertainment is endless, opinions are pre-packaged, choices are simplified, algorithms decide what you see, hear, and think next. At first, this feels like freedom, fewer decisions, less effort, less stress. But slowly, comfort replaces consciousness. Humans stop engaging deeply with life and start consuming it passively. Hard questions are avoided. Complex thoughts are ignored. Discomfort is treated as a problem rather than a signal. This creates emotionally numb individuals who function efficiently but feel very little. People work, scroll, eat, and sleep in loops that rarely change. Growth requires friction, but modern life removes friction wherever possible. As a result, humans stop evolving internally. They remain busy, productive, and entertained, but disconnected from purpose. This is not laziness, it is design. A comfortable human is easier to manage than an aware one. An entertained population doesn't rebel, it scrolls. Over time, humans trade depth for ease, awareness for convenience, and meaning for routine. And without realizing it, they accept a life that feels safe, but empty. One of the clearest signs of a zombie-like existence is the disappearance of the inner voice. Modern life is so loud that people no longer hear themselves think. Every quiet moment is filled instantly. Waiting rooms, elevators, bedrooms, always noise. Without silence, the mind never reflects. Without reflection, self-awareness fades. People begin living externally, shaped by trends, reactions, and social validation. They measure worth through likes, views, and approval instead of inner alignment. Over time, identity becomes fragile. People imitate instead of create. They repeat instead of question. They react instead of choose. This doesn't make them evil or stupid. It makes them disconnected. A disconnected human seeks direction from outside, from influencers, from trends, from systems. That's how individuality erodes quietly. Zombies aren't created by removing intelligence. They're created by removing self-awareness. Modern life doesn't silence people directly. It simply keeps them too busy to listen to themselves. And when humans lose touch with their inner voice, they become easier to influence, easier to distract, and easier to control without ever realizing what they've lost. The truth is unsettling, but not hopeless. Modern life turns humans into zombies only when awareness is surrendered. The moment someone slows down, observes, and questions, the spell weakens. Zombies don't notice patterns. Humans do. Zombies react automatically. Humans choose consciously. Awareness doesn't require rebellion or escape. It begins with attention, paying attention to thoughts, to habits, to emotions, to time. The people who resist zombie-like living aren't louder or angrier. They're calmer and more present. They protect silence. They limit distraction. They choose depth over speed. Modern life will continue accelerating. Screens will grow brighter. Systems will become smarter. Distraction will become smoother. But awareness remains a choice, a quiet one, a personal one. Humanity isn't losing itself because of technology. It's losing itself because it stopped paying attention. The moment people notice what modern life is doing to their minds, the transformation stops. Zombies don't wake up. Humans do. And awareness, once regained, can never be fully taken away again.